Hola tú, ¿cómo estás? Hoy es el 26 o el 27 de abril. ¿Es lunes o martes? Don't forget that you should be also checking on your homework. Making introductions is the most recent homework assignment. So make sure you look at the feedback. 0.5 means keep going. 1 means you completed it correctly. And any missing score means you need to work on this. Also, your evaluation should be submitted. If it isn't, please work on that. You can click here and then it will show you the different links to go to Flipgrid. In that Flipgrid, I also have a sample video of myself doing this. And so you can follow along with that and try to replicate something very similar. You will want to use this as your guide. If you have any questions, please visit me during office hours. I am here to help you. Okay, for those of you who have completed your Flipgrid videos, you should have feedback in there by now. I want you to look at that feedback, but hold on, before you do, or even if you have already, I would like you to also do a self-evaluation. Now, how do you do that? You need to listen to your own video and think about, what score would I give myself? Have I made errors? What did I do well? Okay? And I hope that the score you would give yourself is very similar to the score I gave you and our reasons as well. If you need the QR code to access your video, please let me know. Some of you downloaded it. Some of you, if you downloaded it, you don't need the QR code because you have it on your iPad. If you need access to that, send me an email or visit me during office hours and I can send you a link to your Flipgrid video. You can listen to it and watch it and read my feedback and see if you agree. If it's definitely a disagreement on grades you gave yourself and grade I give, please visit me and we can further talk. Okay, here are some expresiones útiles para la clase de español. Useful expressions for Spanish class. This typically in person needs to be always at your side because these are expressions that I'm going to expect you to use in la clase de español. For example, puedo ir al baño. Can I go to the bathroom? Tiene, let's see, I'm going to look at some that are very common. Puedo ir a tomar agua. Can I go take a drink? ¿Tiene usted un lápiz? Do you have a pen or a pencil? Now, if you come up to me and say, Señora, do you have a pencil? I'm going to say, en español, and you're going to go back to the page that I've given you and refer to that. From the students who are working at home, you still have access to this link, and I will have it in the chat if you start asking me questions in Espanol or in English, and I can have you refer to this in Espanol. So take a look at this. There's a lot of useful expressions that you use all the time in the class. One very common one is, how do you say this in Spanish? Instead, you can say, ¿Cómo se dice red in Espanol? And I would say, rojo. Okay. Now, I'm going to say these words. These are all places because we're going to practice for today expressing where we're going and asking where are you going. And these are various places that we go. Okay, so I'm going to say the word and I want you to repeat it after me. El café. El restaurante. El médico. El colegio. La escuela. Both mean school. Sometimes people think colegio means college. It is another word for school. Universidad is the university. La oficina. La biblioteca. The library. El cine. El parque. El gimnasio. Here we have a fitness center, and here we have the gym, like a basketball court. Both are acceptable. The G is an H sound. El gimnasio. El dentista. If it's a female, la dentista. El banco. El centro. La ciudad. El centro is more like downtown, and la ciudad is the city. La tienda. El hotel, silent H. La casa, el apartamento. Now, if you want to say Julio's casa, you cannot in Spanish. There's no apostrophe S. You would say la casa de Julio. Same, you would not say Julio's apartment. You would say el apartamento de Julio. La clase. Again, you would say la clase de geografía, la clase de ciencias, o la clase de la señora Walker, la clase de la señora Jones, la clase del señor Rogala. Okay, now here's how you ask and answer. Say your partner's name, your friend's name. Remember, you're going to be making plans, so first you want to know where they're going, okay? So, Julio, ¿a dónde vas? Where are you going? Julio is persona B. He's going to reply. Voy, you do not need yo or tú because it's already implied in the verb. Voy means I am going. Voy a el parque. A and el combined is al, so eventually you're going to say voy al parque. ¿Y tú? You would respond with where you're going because he said, and you? You would say voy a wherever you're going. Voy a el colegio. I'm going to the school. Okay, let's say you're going to the park too. Voy al parque también. I'm going to the parks also. Okay, so persona A would lead the conversation, persona B would respond, but also inquire with y tú. Voy is I am going. Voy a is I'm going to. Now tell me where you're going. Choose a place. If there are places that you go to that you didn't see on here, then those are places you need to learn, and you can ask me or look those up. So let's go back again. Let's imagine I'm asking you, okay? So I say your name. Lucas, ¿a dónde vas? You respond. You ask me back. Yo voy a la biblioteca, okay? Now, this is just a section of a conversation. We're not done. We haven't quite decided, are we going to go where you're going? Are we going to go where I'm going? Are we not going to go at all? But this is just asking where you're going and responding. Okay, can you do that after you've introduced your friend to me? So first you see your friend in the hallway, you introduce your friend to me, I walk away, and then you ask your friend, where are you going? Your friend responds, they ask you, and you respond. That's the goal. We're building the conversation. Okay, what is your tarea? Simple vocabulary that relates to places. I want you to match like what you do in these places and find some places in the crossword. Okay, we're just looking at vocab for today. We'll go back a little bit further with sort of rules around this grammar and why. Next class, we'll extend this conversation. But I really want to make sure you can identify lugares, places, so when someone asks you where you're going, you can at least respond in Spanish. Colegio, parque. Okay, muy bien. Gracias. Adiós.